super excited. Let's go. Oh, I had heard the box was nice, but it looks really good in person. I love these acid drips through here. They actually did a really good job. This box is super sturdy, actually. I was a little bit skeptical about the box being a display case. Sorry, my quote should have been on display case, not box. It is a box. Let's get into it. We have our now familiar sleeve that I kind of just wish they wouldn't do. What is it? What is it doing? Like, the box is part of the collector thing. Sure, that's only like a little scratch, but it's kind of annoying. Anyway, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. I don't think the seal or whatever it is worth it. They don't need to have it at all. That's all right. The scratch on here is just part of the character of the box now. Silly thing off here. Oh, there's more tape on it too. Just doesn't seem necessary to me. The Nerf limited little badge thing. Oh, this thing takes 4 C batteries? Why would they do that? You know what? I don't mind, because it's more battery tray room if I mod it. 4 AA does not leave for a lot of space. There's a lot of deconstruction. 4 C batteries? Controversial. I'm always happy about seeing that, actually. All right, I'm not going to peel back all this tape because I really don't want to damage the box. So I'm just going to cut this, I guess, and maybe I'll get rid of that later. Weird that there's only a little bit there. The back of the box looks awesome with the Weyland-Yutani Corp logo. Oh, it's all embossed. That's really nice. All right, I'm getting excited. I mean, I'm already excited. It's weird. I've seen so much. I wish I hadn't seen a whole lot of it, but that's how it goes. Oh, wow. I guess that's kind of supposed to stand up there like that. I want to open it a bit more for you guys. That looks so cool. I love the Marines logo and everything. This is very, very nice. All right, does this just, this just lifts out. That's nice. It's not all taped in there. This looks really cool. How well framed is this? I'm gonna check. It's really big. I already know a few little things that, which is good. I'm kind of prepared for them, I guess. I thought this stock was extendable. We'll get into all the features. It's not. It so looks like it is. I wonder if that's something that someone out there at some point will mod that it can be extended. I like this little packet here. I don't... Again, these darts might just end up being like... Well, it's pretty hard to keep a dart. Pretty hard to keep a paper sack like this intact. So, open it we go. These are these cool, basically look like bullets darts. They do look cool. It definitely fits with the theme. They went really bright and power loader theme with this, which I get. So it's kind of cool. They kind of compromised and went kind of real steel with the ammo. And our 3 Mega AccuStrike. Those look awesome too. Simple, but I love simple. There's stuff. No, there's no stuff in there. Oh, we can just lift this out. Okay, that's... Whoa. I think we probably need to get this to the other camera. I'll get some batteries so we can take a good look at this. I came back overhead. I might as well put in the batteries with all of you. For those of you who haven't watched a bunch of videos, you probably have. So much battery tray room. There's nothing like the disappointing hum of stock Nerf. That's not the blaster's fault, though. All right, now we're going to the other camera. We just started, but I'm going to say it. The Needler's a better prop. First impressions, my shock and awe opening up the Needler was much higher than opening up the M41A. The quality just seems a little higher, and I guess I am a sucker for the fact that this actually looks like a prop, which would have been really hard for them to do with the Aliens blaster. Also love that this sits on a display stand and just looks so awesome. But let's get back to the review, give it a fair shake. Like when I picked this up to talk about it, I touched the touchpad and it lit up all the lights without me doing anything. Like, that's a nice touch. If you're interested, I have a full review on the Needler that you should check out. What a jerk. Slagging this beautiful blaster before we even get started. There's no denying that this is really cool. It feels really heavy. I love that there's lots of room on this little carry handle here. It's kind of neat, just sight down. It's kind of weird, but it looks awesome. I've been seeing amazing paint jobs for this. I don't mind the power loader theme. I don't think that was a terrible decision by any means. I think it looks really cool. This stock not being extendable is a crime, because if it was a bit longer, this would be such a chunky, more comfortable blaster. The rev trigger for this is weirdly angled and slippery. It feels very cheap plasticky, which we have better triggers in some of our current Nerf, so that's kind of weird. This is kind of weird placement, but that's all right. I mean, when we're doing movie props, there's going to be weird stuff. My first impression when I revved the flywheels was kind of like, huh. But I mean, that's easy to forget when you mod a bunch of stuff. Stock Nerf flywheels just don't sound super impressive. When I primed that, the sounds are cool. When I primed it and fired it before the batteries were in, it made a very unsatisfying pop. So I'm very curious to see how it actually functions. And I'll be curious to see how this blaster fires. I love the ammo counter. Of course, it's on the wrong side to be practical, but I'm pretty sure that that's a movie thing. It was facing the audience, so people could actually see how much ammo there was. So, I mean, that's a prop recreation thing. That's super cool. What a great blaster. This would be for left-handers. They could actually see their ammo count as they go. Unless there's something else that's not ambidextrous. I don't think so, though. I guess the mag release would be... That wouldn't be that bad. So we have our ammo counter. It does look really cool. I wish there were more of those in Nerf just built in. Our mag release is very sensitive. I actually found it was kind of... Yeah, I guess it's working fine. The first couple times I put the mag in, it didn't quite lock. It's a very sensitive lock. When you remove the when you remove the magazine, it resets the ammo counter. So that's pretty cool. It's just basically counting trigger pulls, I think. It's not actually scanning for darts being fired or doing anything fancy like that, but that's fine. It's cool that you have these buttons that you can actually make it hold more than 10. Change your ammo count. That's super cool. It goes up pretty high. Wow, we're up to 60? It goes right up to 99. That's cool. Cool that they... Oh, it doesn't cycle around? Okay. Come on, guys. There. Back to defaults. And I guess if you turn the blaster off or if it cycles off, it resets to 10 anyway. So it makes it all the more baffling that this mag, from what I've read, I haven't tried it yet, it looks like a normal mag, except it has this big bumper on the bottom, but it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit other Nerf mags. Like, what a bonkers decision that was. Like, that's just baffling. Like, it doesn't make any sense. They obviously meant for it to take other mags. The ammo counter is flexible. I mean, this one looks good in there, but you know, it'd be nice to put in your longer stick mags and take advantage of that ammo counter. You can mod it, but when you buy a collectible like this wasn't really #1 on my mod list, you know, to start cutting into the plastic and dremeling and making magazines fit and all that. Like, I really wanted to leave it as it was. So it kind of, I probably want, we'll see, I guess. I just think that's such a... Other people have covered that. They've covered it to death. But I just want to add my voice to the, like, what are you thinking? You did such a good job. You made people so happy. We talked a little bit about all the C batteries. Another thing I wanted to mention, I do like the power loader theme. I love the number 2 on there. I love the stripes. I love all this stuff and the numbering. I don't mind the Nerf logo. It is Nerf. I don't like this Aliens blaster on here where it is. It makes it look very toyish. And you know what? Even the Nerf logo, I wish it was more discreet. On that HALO Needler blaster, you had a Nerf logo and a HALO logo in the same color plastic discreetly on the handle. When you're holding the blaster, you can't even see logos. I understand having their logo on it. I mean, I get that. It would be kind of a stretch for them to not have it on there. But they could have had it more subtle. It could have went up here, or could have went on this plate even, you know, this like little false looking plate back here. There's other places that it could have gone, except kind of cheesily up here. It takes away, that's why the Needler is a much better prop. To use this as a prop, you would almost have to paint it, and I'm not very good at painting, so I don't know that I want to put my really bad paint job on an expensive blaster. If I go visit Al the Geek sometime, this might be a blaster I'll take with me and see if I can convince Al to give this a real Aliens paint job. And then I won't be able to get it back over the border. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see how this fires. I wasn't going to. I am going to fire a Mega Dart here because my other Mega Darts are across the room. So you stick that in, just that tip sticks out. Let's load a magazine. I'm not going to fire the included darts because I do want to keep them. I don't want to lose them. I'm pretty confident I won't lose my Mega Dart. I will do chrono. They're all, I think the blaster itself is pretty much Nerf Elite par. I don't remember what the Mega Master Key shoots at. I feel like it's low. We'll check that, I guess, and see. We have 10 rounds in here. Our counter is there. Let's spin it up and see that ammo counter go. Oh, you know what? That was fine. You know what? I always complain about Nerf par, and then I use it, and I'm like, that's still fun. I love the sounds when we fired. That was a cool sound. You'll notice when we run out of ammo, the sound actually changes. I've heard a lot of people talk about how the speaker is kind of loud, because especially if it's right by your ear, but I mean, it seems fine for a prop thing. All right, I've primed this. I'm going to give this a blast here. That was really underwhelming. I will do that again for you guys. That, like, if you've watched my videos before, my target tent is like maybe 20 feet away, and it arced down and didn't even make it to my targets. Super sorry for the mess. We are moving. Anyway, we front load this, prime, and prepare to be amazed. I'm going to try to shoot at that target bag. I hit it because I knew to arc up. Blazing FPS in the 30s. Let's try to hit the green target. I almost did. It's too bad I hadn't done this way when I was not used to it. Mega Master Key time. Wow. Thanks to toys on the side, I have a pretty big collection of AccuStrike Mega. 31. Okay, there is no excuse for the performance of this Master Key. It's so disappointing. That's so disappointing. Let's actually fire the blaster itself. Big spin up. You know what? That's not bad. Massive drop off on full auto, which is not super surprising, but darts were plummeting before my target tent 20 feet away. Single shot. Duplicate 54s, wow. 60. 58. 57. My C batteries may not be brand new, so maybe it would be a little higher, but I doubt it's even going to get up to 70. And we are, well, I opened it a couple times. When you take the mag out, it goes to kind of null on the counter, and then you put that back in. It goes back up to full. I mean, it's not full, but that's fine. That's how it works. That's great. That's a nice touch. I love lights and sounds. It's kind of interesting, the Needler, so many awesome lights, no sounds. This one, lots of cool sounds, only really one light, but I mean, in the movie prop, it's not like it had a bunch of lights on it, so that's can't really fault that. This is cool, but I'm maybe a little disappointed. Am I just a super privileged YouTube Nerf person? That could also be. It took me a few days to open this up. This actually landed the same day as my Needler. I bought both of these with my own money, and I was like, I cannot open and blow through two big, exciting Nerf things in a short amount of time. Not doing it all for the views. I need to enjoy each blaster. I need to do it at a time where it makes sense to open it. So that's why I wanted to wait. I wanted to do the review for the Needler. I had some other projects. Not that they're done, but I just wanted it to make sense and be at a good time. I do kind of like the little touch of all the, if you look at all these little indents here, they're all like pretend Allen keys. Like they're all hex key slots, which you know, it does make it look cool and industrial. I wish they could find a better place to put all the rights and terms and conditions and stuff than right on the side of a blaster. Surely there's a better spot you could put that for legal reasons. I like it. I like it. I've just heard so many good things. I maybe don't like it as much as I thought I would. Maybe I would have liked it a lot more if I'd gotten this first before the Needler. I think I am going to mod this. I wasn't going to. Like the Needler, I have no intention of modding. That is going to be a prop for life. I think I am going to have to upgrade the spring in this master key, and I am going to have to upgrade the speed of this. Blaster Hub News did some mods to this blaster in a way to keep the electronics intact. That is not my specialty. I haven't dabbled a whole lot with upgrading a blaster and keeping other functionality, so I'll have to do lots of reading for that. But I actually think to be happy with this blaster, I need to mod it, which is not what I thought I would be saying. Again, lots of cool touches. I don't know. I don't like being too negative. It makes me feel very like gross and overprivileged, because I'm sure a lot of people would really like to have this, and I am really glad that I ended up getting it. I canceled my pre-order on this because I don't think I'm a big believer in the Hasbro Pulse pre-order thing. I don't think we need to kickstart Hasbro Pulse blasters. Something like this would sell just fine in limited numbers. Not that it's very limited. You can still pick this up. The Needler is harder to get in Canada, but you can still get this blaster easily even in Canada. So interestingly enough, I've heard the internals of this blaster are basically a turbine, which I actually just picked one up at Walmart here in Canada very recently. Black Friday sale, it was on half off. I'm very excited to get into this. I'd heard good things about it, but it wasn't available to me until very recently. This is fine, but for the money, and it is a collector piece, it's better than the Mandalorian blaster. Gotta give it that. The construction feels pretty solid. It's heavy in my hands. Painted up and modded, this would just be one of the coolest looking things you could have. It takes a lot of work to get it to something that I would actually be excited about. I'm not someone who needs to mod every blaster. I have a ton of fun with so many stock blasters. I'm the first one to say you don't need to mod everything, but this is just, for what we're paying, this should be a bit better. Even the flywheel part, sure. I mean, my batteries must be a bit low because I heard the turbine was pretty good. So, well, whatever. But this master key, there's no excuse for that. That is just so tame as to not really be a lot of fun. What do you guys think? Am I just in a grumpy mood? Did I pick a bad time to do this? I was so positive about the Needler. I still am. It's a nice package overall. The box is beautiful. It's a cool collector piece. I just wish extendable stock, the teensy tiniest bit better flywheel performance, 100% better master key performance. That's just abysmal. 30s? That's not acceptable. If I'd missed it, I don't know that would have been the worst thing in the world, but hey, it looks cool. I'm sure kids will be impressed if I bring this out at parties. Maybe. Kids don't know what Aliens is. I'm sure old people like me will be impressed if I bring this out at parties. Should you buy it? If you're not a hardcore Aliens fan, no. If you are, well, this is a pretty cool prop to have. If you're a Nerf and an Aliens fan, yeah, you might as well get it. But hopefully you mod if you actually want to use it. If you're just putting it up on a shelf and you take it out once in a while to kind of blink at a kid or with the kids, I guess it's fine. But I guess it's fine is not a rave review. The Needler, FPS on that was, not amazing, and it wasn't blazing fast, but it did what I expected. It hit 70 FPS. The fire rate was like a speed swarm. It was what I expected. This was not quite what I expected. So there you go. This is my not as nice review for the nice Nerf guy on my M41A Aliens blaster. What do you think? I hope that there's a big debate in the comments. I would love to see what you guys think, what you agree with, what you don't. Was I too harsh on this? Not harsh enough? I want to know. And I hope that this helps if you were thinking of making a decision to buy this. I feel like if you were really looking at this, a bad review on performance might not stop you too hard. It's definitely a niche market, for sure. If you're going on a bug hunt, I hope the bugs are small. My family all thought it was pretty cool. They were not as interested in all my Nerf stats, which is often the way. I'm pretty sure if I got out in a battle with any of the kids though, they'd notice. A cool prop. I'm glad to have it. Maritime out.